Like a lot of people, I like old cars. Also, like a lot of people, my old car just sits, rotting away. There's a lot of things that keep us from working on our vehicles. The key one being money, followed by time, and then motivation. And I think there's a key element that we're missing. That is having a proper space to work on your vehicle. Let me delve into what I'm doing, creating a proper space for working on this vehicle and two other ones that I have that I'll delve into in a different video.
Why wait? Let's preview those cars now.
These are the other two projects that are out there underneath that tarp, which obviously we all know we need to replace our tarps every year because they rot away, is a 1958 Packard four-door sedan. They only made about 1,200 of them. And right behind it is the 1960 Studebaker Lark Deluxe, a pandemic impulse buy. But what I've done to make a space so I can get this thing back on the road. The last house that I lived at had a very tiny garage. They called it a shop. Getting that car in there was pretty tricky. It was wedged in there. There was no room to do anything. I'll show you some pictures of it.
As you can see, there's not much room on the sides, nor is there much room in the front or in the back.
So when I was looking for a new place, I found a place that had a shop and a garage. Let's go inside and check it out. It's not a perfect space, but I don't think you're going to find a perfect space. What I liked about it was that behind me, there's the old garage, and they added on this shop portion in the 1950s. So altogether, there's 540 square feet of shop and garage space available for me to use. I found it ironic that my last house was 640 square feet. So this is 100 square feet smaller than my last house. Now, what I like about it is that there's plenty of room in here. So I've done some improvements. So some of the things that I've done in here is I've insulated, I've upgraded the lighting, because you need to have good lighting here, because all it had was incandescent bulbs, which don't do any good at all. Something you think about when you have a shop space. And I also replaced windows in here because the old windows were from the 1950s. They were screwed shut, so you couldn't open them up and get fresh air coming in here, which is important. You need to be able to have fresh air when the weather's pleasant. And the insulation is to help keep both the heat and the cold from being too much while working on your project car, or not even a project car, whatever it may be. Anyway, let's give you a quick spin around of the place. So, as you can see, as we slowly pan around, you can see that we're coming upon, there's the Royal Enfield sitting because, well, there hasn't been really any good days. The scheduled non-raining day of Monday, that didn't happen. And so it's sitting there. So I thought I would delve into something else that I like. You know, cars. I love cars. Like a lot of people, I love cars. And it's unfortunate that it just sits out there. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing in order to create a space where I can work on this car and I can enjoy it. Because while it's beautiful to look at, it's not as much fun as taking it out for a drive. Even though I do have space to work in, like everybody else, I still have tons of crap to deal with in order to make the space usable. And I do have another element in here that is a bit awkward with the space. When they added the shop back in 1955, they built it higher than the garage. So there is a step up, which is kind of weird, but it works. That's all that matters. And, well, there's the Royal Enfield. Waiting for, I think I'm going to go on a ride today because the sun is out. And get a couple more miles on it because it's about enjoying life. That's what this is all about, enjoying life.